Hello all, this is Shruti Yagnik from LJ Engineering. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on Agile development. Before we move into details regarding Agile development, I would like to tell you more about what is Agile. The terminology Agile means a set of values and principles. In today's modern world, the software products are fast-paced and ever-changing. In order to uncover better ways to develop software and help others do it, the Agile approach comes to your rescue. It is an alternative to the conventional software engineering approach that we studied in Unit 1. It helps you to deliver quick, efficient, successful, and high-quality products. Also, it helps you to quickly respond to changes in terms of softwares, in terms of development teams, in terms of skills, in terms of technology, in terms of changing requirements. Now we shall begin with the chapter in detail. We first move on to agility. Let us understand the meaning of the word agility. Agility is nothing but more than an effective response to change. Now, response to change, we already know that change can come to us in forms of change in software requirements. You can say functional requirements can change, non-functional can change, skills can change, technology can change, software teams can change. So change is something which is inevitable and it's going to come in your way. And an effective response to that means without affecting the deadline, without compromising in quality, and delivering the model in time with a good effective quality, we mean is an effective response to change. Secondly, in agility, you are encouraging team structures and attitudes, making communication simpler, which means you are forming a team. A team that follows agility is called an agile team. The agile team is encouraged to communicate with each other so that requirement understanding and responding to changes becomes simpler. Customer is made a part of the team in case of an agile development. This is because nobody else apart from the customer can give you a clear idea of what is required in the market. Rapid delivery of operational software is also the goal of agility because we need to deliver to the client in a stipulated short period of time. So we need to focus on the basic functionality and deliver whatever is required immediately to the client on immediate basis. Project plan should be kept flexible so that it can adapt to changing requirements which can come anytime on your way. What agility does is it reprioritizes your resources based on changing requirements, changing technology, changing knowledge and skills. So in short, agility is something which is going to help you to give an effective response to whatever changes are coming in the regular software development and adapting to these changes and continuing with the project further without compromising any quality, without compromising in the deadline. Next, we shall see what is cost of change. You can see here that there is a black solid curve. The black solid curve is the conventional approach to software engineering. That is, it follows the waterfall model, incremental model, then it can follow the spiral model. All these models were the conventional models. You can see that the cost is depicted on the upper axis and the lower one represents the scheduled progress. You can see that as your project in further progresses further, your development cost will increase if there are changes coming in on the way. Similarly, you can see that there is a pink colored line. This pink colored line is the change in cost due to following the agile process. So you can see that agility, when comes into your way and you are developing your project, the cost of change is dramatically reducing as compared to the conventional approach. You can see that the agile process is flattening the cost of change curve, whereas non-linearly increase is found in the conventional process. So we can let's take an example that a company is following the conventional approach. They have already completed the coding process and they have moved towards the testing and final stage. During the final stage, they are coming across the client saying that we need certain changes. If they want to incorporate these changes now, it is going to take a lot of time and a lot of cost, which is cut off in case of agile process modeling. So finally, we can conclude that if a team is following a agile process of development, then they can accommodate changes later in the software project without dramatic cost and time impact. What is an agile process? The agile process is an adaptable process which addresses some assumptions. Now, what is an adaptable process? Adaptable process is a process which is going to adapt to the quickly requiring changes in terms of software, in terms of skills, in terms of technology, in terms of requirements. So as these things are changing, the process will be able to adapt itself to the following changes. These adaptable processes are working based on certain assumptions. The three different assumptions are that it is all the three are actually pointing towards unpredictability. The first one says that it is not possible or it is difficult to predict in advance what are the software requirements. This is because certain requirements may change with time and certain requirements will remain the same throughout the development phase. It is difficult to predict how much design is necessary before construction, which means that it is difficult to make design and construction go parallel in the development phase. You need to do construction first, then you will be able to design. Next is your analysis, design, construction and testing are not as predictable because your requirements are going to change. You are actually welcoming new requirements in the agile process. Therefore, you cannot say that this fixed test cases will work or this particular design will work. It will change based on the newly coming requirements. So how are you going to handle this unpredictability? In an agile process, this unpredictability can be handled by giving the softwares or delivering the softwares in an incremental approach that we studied in the previous chapter. This iterative approach, along with delivering the softwares incrementally, relies on taking regular customer feedbacks. It also helps by making operational prototypes. Prototype is nothing but a rough design or a rough working of whatever the requirements the client had given. So this gives a complete idea to the client and they can change their requirements at first so that you don't have any problems in delivering the products later. So using incremental models, using prototypes and taking regular customer feedbacks is going to help you to handle this unpredictability in a better way. Agility principles. Agility follows the following 10 principles. These principles are applied throughout the organization in the agility team and the higher management. The first principle says that highest priority is customer satisfaction through early and continuous quality delivery, which says that the highest priority is given to the satisfaction of the customer. He should be kept happy, and it has to be a customer centric approach. We need to deliver quality product and in a limited time which we had promised. Next is welcoming changing requirements even late during development. The software is of course not a one-day task. You require certain months in order to complete a big software. So the requirements when change, they can come as a uh, late uh, product to you. So you should be able to incorporate the changes even late in the software. Next is deliver working software frequently on a shorter time scale. You can say on a monthly base or weekly base or 15 days. So you should keep a short scale and deliver the software frequently. So in short, you are using the incremental approach of development. Developers and users communicate throughout the project. This communication is necessary in order to incorporate any change in requirements and change in methodologies of development. It also is fruitful when you need to handle any risks. Build projects in a motivated environment. This principle encourages the team members, the agile team, to learn new skills and to be motivated to work in an environment where you need to work under a lot of pressure. They are also given incentives in order to build their new skills. Agility principle encourages face-to-face conversations. This is because it is best to talk when you are seeing somebody's face and expressions. It makes more meaning. Make working software a measure of progress. You can measure the progress in your software making when you see something at work on the computer screen. So if your software is working properly, you can have a measure of how much progress you have made in your work. Team reflects on becoming more efficient and adjusts its behavior accordingly. So the team is going to be a very efficient team, and it will adjust its behavior accordingly to the adapt to the coming changes in requirements, skills and technology. They are also enhanced, they are also told to enhance their technical skills and good design so that agility is at its part. They also say that using agility, you can have a self-organizing team. Now, what is a self-organizing team? It is a team that doesn't wait for the manager to assign work to them. They will find work on their own, they will finish the responsibility in specific timelines, and they will work efficiently and find ways of improvement. What are the traits of an agile team? The following are the traits of an agile team. The agile team should be competent. Competent, by that we mean they should teach skills to each other and impart knowledge to each other. Knowledge should be fair for all, and there should be a healthy competitive environment amongst the agile team. They should work on a common focus. Means the members of an agile team may be working on different tasks, but they should have a common goal. The common goal is to deliver an incremental product, efficient product, in-time delivery, along with adaptation to the coming changes. Decision making. Decision making is a power given to the team, the agile team. It should be given the power of autonomy as well as an authority to make decisions technically as well as decisions in project issues. The team should be able to handle whatever problems are coming they should be able to deal with ambiguity, and hence the team should be given autonomy and authority for decision making, be it for technical issues or project related issues. Fuzzy problem solving ability. This ability is the ability to deal with ambiguity and changing requirements. This adaptation is very necessary for an agile team because the work that they are doing today, maybe they need to do something else and not that work the next day. Hence, they should participate in problem solving activities in order to increase their capability. Mutual trust and respect is a must in an agile team for overall development and efficiency of the team. It also helps in quality improvement and it helps in building up trust between the team members. Also, a self-organizing team is a must because self-organizing teams do not wait for managers to assign work, but they find work on their own, they finish it responsibly within the deadline and with efficiency. When does agility fail? Agility fails when plans are crystal clear and unlikely to change. This is because agility itself deals with changing requirement. Hence, if requirements are not changing, there is no need to put efforts on a methodology that will work for changing requirements. Secondly, it fails when unclear understanding of agile approach exists among the team members. If team members are not able to understand the meaning of the term agile, then the agility concept fails. Thirdly, enterprises where team members are not able to collaborate, then bringing agility in there is tough. That's all for today. Thank you.